Guys, today we're going to be taking a look at some of the big sneaker releases for the next half of next month and whether you should flip them or skip them. December 1st or tomorrow, we have the Yeezy 700 V3 in the Arzareth colorway. This is the third installation of the Yeezy 700 V3 line. The other two colorways, the Azaels and the Alvas, both reselled extremely well. I mean, they were very solid colorways, but I think the same goes for the Arzareth. I think these are going to be rather difficult to get, but stock's not going to be stupid low, so I think you do definitely have a shot. They're coming out on Yeezy Supply and Adidas for a retail of $200. I definitely recommend trying to get your hands on a pair, definitely for the flip. I think all sizes are going to be good, and they're going to settle around the 350 to 400 range. We have a pair of sneakers releasing on sneakers. The Nike ISPA Drifter Splits coming in iron gray and spruce. They're retailing for $200, and Nike ISPA is sort of a performance-based, futuristic, athletic line. They really haven't resold very well in any of the models that they've dropped, and they've actually dropped a considerable amount of them. So I would really steer away from these unless you really want them for the personal. I'm not exactly sure what activities you use them for outside, but definitely you're not going to get much on the resale side, so these I would skip. Number second, we have the return of the Ultra Boost 1.0 in a triple black colorway. Adidas is trying to, bring back the old Ultra Boost vibe from when Boost was booming around 2016, 2017. They're retailing for $180 on Adidas.com. I'm sure you guys have heard the saying Boost is dead, and I definitely think that applies to the resale on these. Unless you guys really want a triple black colorway, which I think is one of the best colorways for Ultra Boost, I really wouldn't go for these. You're not going to get resale. People really aren't willing to pay that much for them anymore. The hype's kind of dead. But I mean, they're a great personal if you're still into that. But for a reseller, skip. Fourth, we have two new colorways of a totally new silhouette from Nike dropping on Nike sneakers, the Nike Dunk Low Disrupt. And when I look at these, I'm like, what the hell is Nike doing? There's been a dunk craze this year, and Nike is really just trying to milk the hell out of as many dollars they can get out of it. It's this new silhouette, the Dunk Low Disrupt. It's like a deconstructed, almost reversed Nike Dunk Low. I really don't like the look of it. I think they just sort of stuck with the normal Dunk and released more colors because the resale hasn't been dying on those. They're coming out in two colorways, a black and white and a white and red. Out of the two, I really don't like either of them. I'd probably pick the black and white. They are coming in women's sizing, which is very interesting for the resale, since you have to size up 1.5 sizes to get from women's to men's. Definitely the bigger sizes are going to be better. I definitely would not go for the small sizes if you're trying to resell for profit. I go for sizes 9 to 12 in women's just for the size transition from men's to women's. But besides that, I would say flip to a certain extent. We have the Ultra Boost College Pack. Adidas has sort of done this with the Ultra Boosts, but this is a much more expanded version of it. I'd say there's about 10 different colorways for different, big universities around the country releasing. They're Ultra Boost 1.0 DNAs, so it's kind of a new silhouette, I believe, but it's sort of different technology with the DNA. I'm not entirely sure what that entails. Definitely a skip. I mean, same thing as the triple blacks. Boost is dead. People aren't willing to pay resale on a $180 shoe. It's just not going to happen. There are some definitely cool colorways. They have a U Miami, there's a University of Kansas, so there's definitely some cool colorways for, if you're into those schools, but resale wise, skip for sure. Fourth are the Air Jordan 1 Tokyo Biohacks. Definitely a wacky colorway. It looks like there's some suede, there's some brown, some hints of pink, orange, and like a neon luminescent green. Definitely a wild colorway. But recently, how Air Jordan 1s have been selling on the aftermarket, I would definitely say flip these. It's definitely an interesting colorway. I think all sizes are going to do well, maybe slightly better in the smaller sizes or the base sizes. Overall, I'd say they're probably going to settle around like 300, maybe 290 from a 170 retail point. So definitely not crazy money, but definitely something I would go for. And yeah. September 5th, we have the Air Jordan 7 Greater China. They're also called the Chili Reds, whatever you want to call them. We really haven't gotten too many Air Jordan 7s, so this is actually kind of a surprise to me. But it's definitely an interesting colorway. There's like a floral mesh pattern on the inside panels of the sneaker, which I've never really seen on an Air Jordan 7. It's definitely not a bad colorway. I could definitely see it working for a lot of people. If you're going to get it to resell it, I would definitely go for like a size 12, maybe an 11 and up. That's really the only sizes that are going to have resale. Those sizes are going to settle probably 260, 275. So it's only going to be, like 40, $50 from a $200 retail standpoint. But if you really want them, make some lunch money, I would go for it. And they're releasing on sneakers. Skipping all the way to September 10th, we have a Nike Dunk Low in a lemon wash colorway. They're retailing for $100 and they're dropping on Nike sneakers. I say these are one of the easiest flips of this month. Definitely go for these. Dunks have been great with resale this year, and I don't think these are any different. Definitely a unique colorway. People actually thought these were part of the Space Hippie collection when they initially released. Definitely some unique paneling. It almost looks like denim. There's some nice patterning on them. I could definitely see a lot of dunk enthusiasts wanting to add these to their collection. From a $100 retail point, which is low, which is where dunks retail, I'd say these are probably going to settle 300 to 350, maybe 400, depending on how much hype. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely flip these, and they're also a really good personal. Moving to September 11th, we have a pair of sneakers dropping on Nike sneakers. Two of these new Space Hippie sort of recycled vibes sneakers. We have the Jordan 1 Zoom Crater and a whole new silhouette called the Jordan Crater. They both definitely go with this weird new silhouette that Nike's been going for, this whole deconstructed sort of space hippie recycled vibe. The Jordan 1s are retailing for $175 and the Craters are $150. It doesn't really have to do with the retail point. I just don't think there's enough hype behind the sneakers. I thought maybe the Jordan 1s initially, but from a $175 retail standpoint, the colorway is pretty simple. It's pretty much just a black, upper, looks like an interesting sort of canvas nylon material, but there's just really not enough hype between these. I would sit this one out and skip. Wrapping up this month, skipping to September 12th, we have a much awaited player exclusive, now seeing its general release, the Jordan 5 Oregon, or the Oregon Ducks. This player exclusive has been insanely sought after for the last decade or so, upwards of $4,000 to $5,000. But now they're giving it a general release. Although the sneaker I definitely don't think is as nice as the player exclusive. To start, on the back of it, you don't have the Oregon Duck mascot like was on the player exclusives. It's sort of just a Jordan logo, similar to what they did in the Jordan 5 Michigans, which dropped a little over a year ago, if you know what I'm talking about. I definitely don't think the resale is going to be anywhere near the player exclusives. And Jordan 5s haven't exactly been very hot in the resale market, and part of that is the retail point of $225, which doesn't help them. But if there was a Jordan 5 that would break the trend and actually sell for something, I think it would be these, because of how many people have wanted a shoe like this for so long. I would definitely go for bigger sizes, definitely 11 and up. I think they'll probably settle around 300 in those sizes. The other sizes below it, maybe a 9.5, a 9 and 8, will definitely probably settle around 235, 240, which really isn't going to make you any money from a 225 retail standpoint. So I would say flip. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned, enjoyed, and definitely take some tips for this for the upcoming releases. If I missed anything, definitely comment it in the comment section. I'm going to be doing this twice a month. I'm splitting it half and half. If you guys like this, just let me know. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.